this is how Mohbad died. So if indeed it was Prime Boy that killed Mohbad, she should have come out to say it emphatically that Prime Boy stabbed Mohbad. She should have said that. But till today, we've not seen that. Because she is the one that should have told the world how her lover died. She is the one. She has that noble responsibility and societal responsibility to Mohbad's parents to tell them how their son died. But till today, she has no iota of conscience to even say, this is how Mohbad died. So if indeed it was Prime Boy that killed Mohbad, she should have come out to say it emphatically that Prime Boy stabbed Mohbad. She should have said that. But till today, we've not seen that, and we've not heard that from her. Now, going back to that voice note, she has said it herself. So in other words, Prime Boy is out of the picture. Now you are talking about Obe Makeje. Obe Makeje could also be in that Lekki house. They could have stabbed him with the same Obe Makeje in the house, according to what Abu Ebel said in that voice note. You know, so it doesn't have to be that it was Mohbad, it was Prime Boy that used Obe Makeje. What if Obe Makeje was in the Lekki house? Have you thought about that hypothesis? You could be there. Now let me go back to Shashangele again, looking at every angle on how to unravel this guy's death. Since the people in the house have refused to talk, they are all into an occultic oath of silence, a demonic oath of silence, refusing to own up to who actually ended this boy's life. Abosede, Mama Adura, in one of her several series films, said, Josiloni Konwa Guepa. So that also gives us an indication that Mohbad was stabbed. But stabbed by who? We all know, say Josie did not send anybody to kill his son now. We all know. So Monikolo Guepa gives the indication that indeed this boy was stabbed. He was stabbed by who? So Wumi is the one who has been economical with the truth. She's the one who has a lot of things to hide. So if anybody is trying to implicate Wumi, implicate Prime Boy, it should not be you, Papariano, or anybody. Wumi should come out with her full chest and tell the world, now Prime Boy end Mohbad's life. Then we will know where we are going. If she doesn't do that, then this is still all a game.
Correction. Analyzing, not implicating. Analyzing, not without emotion. Yes.
See, all this emotion. When you were talking to, you had emotions. We are all human beings. So we can't just be saying don't add emotion. When you were talking, you were full of emotions because you were sure of yourself.
I mean, emotions, I mean, we are saying that we say things that are not just emotional driven, but they are logically driven.
Everything you said now is not logical. It was created with emotions. Everything you said are not logical. Because there was no fight.
You lied on me. I'm not implicating Prime Boy. I'm analyzing. I'm also telling you, I can tell you that we make kill Mohbad too. I will analyze that. I'm not implicating.
Okay, let's move past that because no be me and you buy Mohbad. Those who buy Mohbad they lucky. So no me and you no go kwata. Those who buy Mohbad they lucky. Sure you understand? What I'm trying to say is not true now. What I'm trying to say is this: Wumi is the one who is economical with the truth. Wumi is the one who has been inconsistent from day one. If she is sincere with herself, I mean, what does it take for you to tell the world how Mohbad died? You were with him 48 hours, 72 hours till he died. She has accused 2-3 people of ending Mohbad's life. Who actually ended his life? She has come out to say industry gods. At the CTC, they asked Adura, who do you think killed your Mohbad? Who killed Mohbad? She said, Prime Boy. How do you know? He said, see what he told me. So many things are going on. She has accused Baba Mohbad of killing Promise, and she will not allow Baba Mohbad to kill Liam the way he killed Promise. So let's ask Wumi, who actually killed Promise? Who killed Mohbad? So this narrative about Prime Boy killing Mohbad, in my opinion, is an unhealthy narrative. And I use the word unhealthy narrative because those who killed Mohbad house, not Prime Boy. So that's why I'm saying that your narrative is unhealthy. Wumi should be the focal point of this discussion. She should be the one to tell the world who killed Mohbad. It's Wumi that is economical with the truth. She's been lying and lying and lying all over. She has not come out to say categorically how Mohbad died. That should be the concern of everybody. She should be the one that should tell us who killed Mohbad. not trying to paint a picture that Prime Boy stabbed him. Obe can also be in Mohbad's house. Somebody could have used that knife on him in his house. We all know that Mohbad was stabbed, but by who? Industry gods, Prime Boy, Baba Mohbad, because those are the people Wumi has accused. Now, out of all these people, who actually killed Mohbad? Who beat him? So that is just my own point. Thank you for listening.
Hello.
Prime Boy.
Hello.
I said Prime Boy. Good evening, everyone on this platform. Papariano, good evening. Crunch Queen and every other people, good evening. First of all, I want to engage Crunch Queen, and I like to say something before I start my discussion, my own point of the thought process. I like to say that please don't interject. At the end of the day, I'll balance my statement, and you would understand where I'm coming from. Now, if you are saying we should not put any accusing fingers on Prime Boy, definitely you're also saying we should not put any accusing finger on Wumi. We should not put any accusing finger on Baba Mohbad. The moment we put away sentiments or our personal likeness into people, we will see through them and see what they can do. It's not when they tell us this is what they are saying, they are lying or that. Just remove all sentiments in your mind and you see the truth in everything. I can paint 3 stories along this Mohbad story, and those 3 stories point to 3 different people that can be said they actually unalived Mohbad. The first time I heard Prime Boy's name was the day when they were putting Mohbad into the ground. Now let us imagine all those ones are conspiracy theories. They already want to wrap it around him and all. The moment Prime Boy granted an interview with TVC, he said, and I quote, that Mohbad hit his hand on the Prado's glass, and the Prado glass broke. Till today, I don't think anyone has called the Nigerian police to bring that Prado and let's see that glass for you. Because we are swayed by our emotions, we just want to bring someone out of the scenario and paint them as white, irrespective of the fact that they are black. Now, and Bali, they have made a video that Baba came to him and all this thing. We left that alone. We didn't call on the Nigerian police to invite that man and tell us the truth behind all those things that I said in front of camera. Did Baba really come to you? If Baba didn't come to you, the man that was trying to say something that did that, some people do this, some people sleep that aside. I will still come back to that. Number 3, looking at Wumi herself. Did Wumi even made us know that Prime Boy was settling fight between herself and her husband? Now, Prime Boy said he was trying to settle fight between the wife and the husband. Then the husband got mad at him and chased him out of the vehicle. Now, you and I, let us imagine that now. What could have bring up that fight between 2 lover birds that could make the husband go against the peacemaker now? Now, I and my wife are having an issue, and my friend that dazzled into it. Then I have to pounce on my friend. Did I pounce on my friend? Like here, don't ever put your mouth into the issues between me and my wife. Or like here, don't ever call my wife that kind of name. Like here, don't ever call me that kind of name. But not until very later, Prime Boy didn't say what was the cause of that fight that he tried to pacify. Now, bringing those 3 narratives together, you and I can deduce that these people are hiding something. Now, let us remove Baba Mohbad from the equation because of sentiments now. Let us put Wumi and Prime Boy into this equation. Could it have been possible that Wumi and Prime Boy knew what was going on? Because truly their stories collide, their stories look somehow. Wumi is now saying they stabbed this person with Obema Kenje. This person is saying Mohbad hit his hand on the glass. Did Mohbad hit his hand on the glass, or they stabbed him with Obema Kenje? Now, this is where it comes in that we have to have done this for a very long time. I will call on Baba Mohbad again. When Baba Mohbad was removing that boy from the house, he said he saw a pool of blood. He didn't inquire about that blood. Let us imagine, because of the fact that he was away from his soul. He was his mind, his soul has been deflated. He couldn't think straight. Let us agree to that one. But after math, when Baba Mohbad realized, all those team of people around Baba Mohbad, did they go for private physical autopsy of the body to look into that wound?
And that is why when Wumi make mention of Prime Boy, you discover that the next day they interview Prime Boy. When Prime Boy was still talking, even up to date, Prime Boy does not act as if he doesn't know anything about Mohbad death. Because if you were a childhood friend, that you both of you were together, the way you were trying to do this thing, people were saying because they were threatening him, that is why he don't want to say anything out. Because people say because they were doing this, that is why he didn't want to say anything out. And see the same thing. At times when Paparano was talking about this thing, I was like, at first I said, what kind of nonsense is this now? But now I now reason within myself saying, okay, Prime Boy, you don't know about this. Prime Boy in the car was trying to settle the case with Wumi and Mohbad, and that his settlement doesn't go down well with Mohbad. He now tell Prime Boy, so get down from my car. Prime Boy got down from his car. Then when they now announced Mohbad death, the first person they could Wumi measure was Prime Boy.
Acupuncture.
Why?
6 months, no versa, and for 6 months or 7 months, this guy couldn't say what they were discussing in the car for more than 6 months.
You said?
For more than 6 months, for more than 6 to 7 months.
And guys, don't forget that when Prime Boy was released, okay, Prime Boy said, that's the people. When we are analyzing, we have deep knowledge in this case. And what we're having is that most of the people who are just joining this case, they're acting on the case as if we're intentionally, castigating people. No, it's because of the things we hear, the things we have seen, okay, and we use our intelligence to analyze them. Prime Boy, when he came from prison, when he was from police custody, he said, one thing that worries him even the most now is the fact that they still have Mohbad body there. They have not reburied Mohbad. Did he say so or not? He said so. Yeah, he said so. That we're here shouting doing justice. That one thing that even pain him the most is that they have not reburied Mohbad. We're talking about justice. He's telling us it's not how they are doing justice. That they're supposed to have reburied him, that he's suffering wherever he is right now.
Papariano, when we have a case like this, when there is a homicide case like this, I also agree to the fact that we need to look at all the issues, events, 72 hours, 48, 24, to the ending of whoever the victim is. Now, the big question is this. Mohbad made it home alive. He made it home.
How are you sure? You have evidence of how it got to that
from Spending's testimony.
You see, that is a
I'm responding to you now. You say no emotion. Now you they add emotion. Now, Papa, relax.
That's what I'm saying. That you don't have evidence. And when I say that emotion, I mean evidence.
I'm relying on what Spending said.
If you are relying on what Spending said, it means Mohbad didn't die on Monday because Spending left him alive.
Farabale, Papariano, Farabale. Mohbad made it home to Lekki. He made it home alive. He was not dead. He didn't die in Ikorodu. And Spending confirmed that he and Wumi fought for 2 hours on their way to Lekki. And even when they got to Lekki, the fight continued in the house upstairs. And Adura can confirm. Spending said so.
You guys are missing this thing up. When they say fight, it means Argument, not physical fight.
It doesn't matter. Argument can whatever. What the bottom line is that Mohbad made it home.
Use the word argument. Argument don't
Thank you,
kill.
English teacher. Thank you. Argument. But the bottom line is that Mohbad made it home. Know that.
No evidence.
That is the point I want to make. Mohbad did not die in Ikorodu. Relax,
no evidence. There's no evidence.
Now you say make you no add emotion. Now you they add emotion.
But there's no evidence. You show evidence how Mohbad go to that home. You are just
listen to rule now.
You are quoting the prime suspect.
He made it home now. He didn't die in Lekki. He made it home.
How are you sure? I'm saying, how are you sure?
Spending said Mohbad and Wumi were arguing. Will a dead man argue? Not the living person go argue. Will a dead man?
That's what we are saying. We are saying that don't give it 100%. At least the 50%.
What are you talking about?
You are making it sure 100%.
Will a dead man argue with Wumi in the car? Why are you talking like this? And you call yourself analyst?
Crunch Queen.
Now.
Crunch Queen. See what we are saying? We are saying that we don't trust all of these kids. Okay. Everything they are saying.
See,
we don't know what they are protecting.
No, Lori, I will stand you down. I will stand you down.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me pin you down. Let me make it make sense. Let's say somebody who is prominent in the society, okay, sent Prime Boy to use a poisonous knife to stab Mohbad. Okay, and from that show, Mohbad was in a critical condition. Do you think they want anybody were to expose that person who sent Prime Boy, or to even point on Prime Boy?
Your analysis is very weak and is not holding water, brother.
No,
that Obe market could also be in Lekki, and Wumi could have used it on Mohbad. Because you want your own narrative on Prime Boy to hold.
People can listen.
You want your own narrative on Prime Boy to hold. That is the issue.
I am giving you possibility.
I'm also giving you another possibility. I agree.
I agree that Wumi could have stabbed Mohbad with a poisonous knife at home.
In the house, yes.
But I wanted to see this possibility too. I understand that. And I'm coming there.
So on your own possibility, if Prime Boy stabbed Mohbad in Ikorodu, who were those that were there? Who saw it?
That's why I'm saying that. Right? Even if anybody say they can't talk about it because of who sent him.
Come on now, Papa. No, you don't pass this level now.
People who sent him.
If we see truth, make we talk him now. If we see evidence, make we talk him. Mohbad made it home. Prime Boy did not stab Mohbad. Whoever stabbed Mohbad did it in the house.
We say it differently anyway. Just
whoever see it, something.
Because of you, if not because
hold on now. I know you guys are trying so hard to shift the blame away from.
We are not trying so hard. We are analyzing.
You are not analyzing. You are trying so hard to shift the blame away from.
We are analyzing. We're not shifting blame. Me and you are not judges. We are not judges.
Tell the world.
What I say doesn't matter. I'm analyzing.
See, Papariano, hold on.
Make it look like we are trying so hard.
It is Wumi that should come out. It is
who is trying so hard to do what? Don't use those languages. I mean, you are beginning to make us look
the language I use is not bad. You are trying so hard to pin it on Prime Boy.
No, I'm not doing so. I'm not doing so. I am only trying to analyze, to look at
you don't want to listen to another opinion.
I was not there, you were not there. I'm looking at possibilities, what could be possible.
Your possibility is watery because there was no fight between Prime Boy.
Okay, your own possibility may not be real too. We don't know. You're not sure.
Papariano.
Possibility.
You say you be analyst. Mohbad. Okay, Chessman talk.
Papariano, she's quoting what Spending said.
One second.
Please, can I say something?
1 second. Can I?
If I quote what Mohammed said now, if I quote what other people say, would you believe? You want us to believe?
Let me address Papariano.
Would you believe what other people said about Prime Boy? Like Mohammed that said, but the knife that Prime Boy used to stab Mohbad was still with him. Would you believe Mohammed?
Papariano, let me address the issue.
Said
Papariano, let me.
His hand on glass.
Please, let me say something, please. If you remember, Adura said, Papariano, what's it called? Adura said something. Adura said he heard Mohbad scream upstairs. You remember?
If you believe what Adura said Prime Boy killed Mohbad, do you believe that? Adura said Prime Boy killed Mohbad, do you believe that too?
That is what Wumi told Adura. That is what Wumi told Adura.
That is wrong. Wumi never told Adura that.
Wumi was the one that told you. How did you know?
That is a wrong statement. Wumi never told Adura that Prime Boy killed Mohbad. You see, that is the first narrative of the TikTokers. Look at what is written in the CTC. Listen. The court asks Adura that if this court comes to your house right now and they find your brother lying on the floor, who would you say killed your brother? He said his number one suspect is Prime Boy. He used that word, number one suspect is Prime Boy. And then the whole court aroused and like they shouted. And then they asked him, why did you say so? He said, because Prime Boy fought his brother. They said, did you see them fighting? He said, no. Who tell you? He said, Cynthia, CY. said so. And they said, do you trust CY 100%? He said yes. He said yes. He never said, you cannot bring from any citizen where he said, Prime Boy kill Mohbad because Cynthia said so. There's no way you will find that. That's TikTokers, speculating that.
Okay, now, I agree on that. If Adura can tell us that he heard Mohbad screaming upstairs and he ran upstairs to see what happened, definitely Mohbad make it home.
If the same Adura tell us that Prime Boy killed Mohbad, do you believe Adura?
No, I don't believe them. I'm just trying to tell you that he make it home.
Just make your point. Make your point. You choose what to believe. Same person said Prime Boy killed Mohbad, but you don't believe that one. You believe the other one. Anyway, go on. Believe what you want to believe.
Okay. Now, if Wumi is hitting on Prime Boy, there are other people in the house as well. But if you choose to hit on Prime Boy, definitely there is something between Wumi and Prime Boy. There is one thing that is very strong that is not revealing to people, that is not revealing to us, that Prime Boy knew and Wumi knew. They are playing a game here. There is something between them. Apart from this, they say, she said, and this and that. There is something between both of them that Prime Boy doesn't want to tell us. If you remember when Prime Boy came out, it just said little things, but it did not said everything. Not until when you go to Corona inquest. Before we knew that he said Mohbad told him that he called that boy bastard. You understand? So there is one thing between both of them that they are not saying.
I'm thinking so too.
If possible, yes, there is something. There's something apart from we are saying he's not there. He's this. He's the best friend of Mohbad. Is Mohbad best friend like this?
God will bless you, my sister. Another angle, I think Paparano does a catch to this thing. Honestly.
Okay, you have accepted now that there is something between.
I'm a mathematician. You have to respect.
I'm not agree. There is something your own information. But let me talk to Paparano. I think say does a catch cruise with this Prime Boy.
I'm a scientist.
I'm a scientist. My friend, my brother, sit down on side. I think say you are just catching cruise with your Paparano.
I don't know how you end your education. Please do not rubbish my education. I'm a scientist. I'm also a mathematician. You can bring that up. You said you're a mathematician, and I quickly wanted to argue that, but you refuse.
Be calming down now. Be calming down now. Scientist.
No, you said you're a mathematician. Say me to a mathematician. I wanted to follow you.
Scientist, be calming down now. Everybody on this platform
goes like a mathematician.
Everybody for you, if we can hear mathematician, everybody for this platform goes school. Now, you go school.
No, now you are kidding. For you to be saying I'm cruising with something very important.
If I say you the cruise, now joke now. Babies, be calming down now. Be pathologist.
No, but you're using language that is foul now. You want me to calm down? You're painting me wrongly. You want me to be calming down on it.
Calm down. I know say
it's clear languages.
Okay, relax, brother. No, be me and you kill Mohbad. Which one be our own? People wait kill Mohbad, they walk up and down.
I didn't kill Mohbad, but the way you are painting me is making me look nice.
You kill Mohbad. I know me and you kill Mohbad now. So why we can't divide? Relax. Drawell, okay, thank you, Drawell, for your submission. But I will punch holes in your submission from two angles. Okay? I know you have brought in, I know interject you, so allow me, Drawell. I'm going to punch holes in your submission from two angles. From the Prime Boy angle and from the Baba Mohbad angle. And I'm going to punch hole in the sense that these two people were not in the house when Mohbad died. If investigation was to be thoroughly done, investigation will start from the occupants in the house, not from Baba Mohbad, however you want to paint him, and not from Prime Boy, however you want to paint him. Investigation will start with the people in the house when Mohbad died. So that is how I'm going to punch holes in your narrative. So that's about that, okay? So anybody else can talk?
Yeah, hold on 1 minute. Let me reiterate something, and let me paint this narrative alongside the fact of what you just said now. You see, when we started this Justice for Mohbad movement, I was.
I know you are muted. Can you guys hear him? I can't hear him. Is he speaking?
Can you hear me?
No. Are you on the bed?
I hear you, Paparano. We hear him. Yes. Narrative for the neck breaking. Let's go back to who killed Mohbad. Somebody needs to die before they break his neck. Okay, my brother. So let's go back to the beginning. How did Mohbad die? 15 people were in the house.
And
who
also
killed Mohbad?
Dara Wealth also. The narrative you brought out that Baba was there. Baba was not there. And how do you want Baba to see how they put Mohbad in the casket when Baba was not there? Baba
Don't
was
tell
not
me.
there.
Okay, Baba was not there at.
Yes, he
where
said
wanted
he's
to.
just seen everything on video online.
Now, we are not even arguing to win a case here. All we are trying to do is to punch all into our narratives and see the truth. We all want the truth. That's our goal. Do you think that lead? He said, "Have I asked Wumi how Mohbad died?" And I bet you guys, every one of us here have listened to those people talk.
Speak louder.
We have listened to them. We have listened to many people
Can
talk
you speak
about
louder?
Mohbad. I don't know if you guys are not listening to me or you can't hear me, but I'm very loud. It's very late here.
Maybe you can put your phone closer to your mouth or your mic. We are not hearing you very well.
You see, immediately we
Susie, I'm gonna bring you back.
immediately we remove the sentiments, we will see the
Right?
truth.
Susie, do you want to be part of this conversation?
Don't say
Yeah, I am.
putting the horse
Okay.
before the cat. I'll be putting the cat before the horse. We need to see every link to this guy's death. This thing is going on too long, and we are just fixed. We fixed our eyes on only one place: Baba Mohbad, Wunmi, Prime Boy. What about the other weak links? How about Mohbad? How about every other weak links? You see, Papariano, I will drop now because I think my own state of mind now is not agreeing with everyone.
You better do. You're not making
not
fun of
okay.
No, wait. It doesn't mean
Papariano,
it's not a bad drop down.
I want to say
What is
something.
your point? I think she was trying to ask you, what is your point? What are you insinuating? Go on.
What
Make it
I'm
clear.
insinuating is that we should not put any stone.
No. I mean, forget about we are doing that for sure. Like, what are you saying exactly? I mean, what for you? What do you perceive that as a way?
What I perceive is conspiracy among a very large number of people that knows the truth, but they are playing ping pong within themselves and playing the public at the end of the day. That's my point.
Okay. Yeah. Conspiracy. Sure, it has to. There have to be some conspiracies because I mean, it was Mohbad wasn't there by himself. There were people around him. So I see to that. I don't know, Country Queen. Do you agree with that? That there's a conspiracy here?
My guy, if any conspiracy day, my brother, it day among the 15 people in that house when Mohbad died. If any conspiracy day, Wumi sits at the top. She sits at the top of the conspirators. Honestly, my brother. Those who conspire to kill Mohbad are inside that house.
And
That's my opinion.
yeah, that's correct.
Can I come in? Good evening, everybody. What of, this is a simple question. What of if the order is given to them from outside? Are we thinking that route?
That's the question I asked Country Queen. What if someone sent Prime Boy to do so to Mohbad? You think any of them can expose the person? The person's well prominent.
Those who took Mohbad's life, even if anybody sent them, those who finished the job were inside that house. Prime Boy know they're inside the house. So that's
what we are saying.
That removes Prime Boy. So Susie for justice. Yes, somebody could have given the order, go and take Mohbad's life. Somebody could have. And those who carried out that work, they were inside that house. Prime Boy wasn't there, sister Papariano. Prime Boy wasn't there. So that removes Prime Boy again from the equation. So yes, there is a possibility that somebody somewhere will have given the order, go and take his life. But whoever took his life, Prime Boy wasn't there.
Can I support? Let me just. Sorry, African activity. One second, please.
I just want to back up what Crunchy is saying. I've been listening long before I even came up. Now, Paprano, you're doing a good job trying to analyze this, but I want to tell you, Papi, that everybody is a suspect. Every one of them is a suspect. And when you have so many suspects, what you do is you begin to look at their alibis. You begin to do elimination process. And in the way of alibi, I want to tell you that Prime Boy is completely away from the scene. If you analyze the alibi of Wumi and Derosha and Adura, you just have to make certain notes about Prime Boy's situation. Let's take it one by one. It has been said over and over again, but I'll just re-emphasize. You don't have a superstar, a famous personality getting into a brow where you have security experts, military, police, agberos, and you don't have a video or a picture up to date to support Prime Boy fighting Mohbad. That's one alibi that Prime Boy has. If Prime Boy bets you 20 billion, show me a picture, a video of the scene where I'm fighting Mohbad, everybody will lose that bet. So until that is produced, you have to accept the alibi that he did not fight. The next thing you want to look at is the military, the police, so-called bodyguards, escorts. None of them is out till tomorrow to say, yes, we were the ones guiding, we saw the fight, and this is what happened, or that was what happened. Are you telling me that those police officers or the escorts were also part of the collaboration to frame Prime Boy? That's another question you have to put on your list. So you don't have groupies, you don't have agberos, and you don't have police or military escort to support that fight. The next thing you need to look at is the chief priest Cubana, the host of the event that Prime Boy ran to. Is yet to come out to say, yes, this boy came to me to complain about a fight, and he said he either intentionally or mistakenly cut his friend. So when you don't have those alibis, you're removing Prime Boy one by one from this case. Now let's go to another one. Prime Boy pushed the narrative on Wumi. The totality of Prime Boy's story, Wumi was fighting her man, and that was why he got involved trying to settle them. So you can see that now Wumi is saying it was Prime Boy that stabbed or fought her man, but Prime Boy is saying no, they were fighting and I was separating. And let me tell you a personal experience. Me and my wife, me and my girlfriend, me and my brother, we could be fighting, and if you try to get in between and you're saying things that I don't like, the fight could switch on you, because I may look at you like, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to be my friend. Why are you taking sides with my wife? Or why are you taking sides with my other friend? So that factor that Prime Boy said Mohbad kicked him out of the vehicle, it holds a lot of weight, because when you're angry, you don't even see who's trying to separate you. So that's another thing. And I got about 3 more points from listening to everybody, because I'm sort of summarizing some of what you all have said. Now, Prime Boy said he sent his manager to go and collect his passport. According to you, Paprano, the so-called manager has been on your platform testifying to the same thing. What does that do to this case? What does that do to that right to the same thing? Hold on, Abby, hold on, mute. That removes Prime Boy from the crime scene. 90% of the population believe whatever happened to Mo happened in that house. I've told you this before, Papi. If you cannot place Prime Boy in that house, you're going to have a very difficult time convicting. Like we say in America, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. He was never there, no testimony, nobody has confirmed that Prime Boy came to that house from that night till the day of the announcement of Mohbad's passing. So you can't put him there, you can't convict. Now, another thing, police, hold on guys. Police did not invite Prime Boy before declaring him wanted with a 1 million naira bounty. Look at that very critically. According to Prime Boy, he was never invited. Now, what does that mean? There is an intentional judicial error to frame Prime Boy. If that is true, and which is true according to up-to-date information, he was never invited. You don't even much arrest somebody, not to talk of you declare a wanted man globally. It means there was an intentional framing up of Prime Boy for someone to poster him wanted when you've never talked to him, you've never phoned him, he's never refused to answer your call. For me, that's a big red flag, and that removes Prime Boy from the scene, from the case. And finally, I just want to say again, everybody is a suspect. Look, examine their alibis, analyze where was Wumi, what did she do, analyze the Russia, Adura, what did you do? If we look at the case of Prime Boy, the more you study it, the more he's far from the case. But still, everybody's a suspect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Can I speak?
Can I speak, please? After I spoke, I just want to talk. I'm so disappointed in Paparano this evening. I so much appreciate him, but what is
send request. so I do tell people this sometimes. Look at the kind of people in the box. See whether you can understand, you can rub mind with them. We are saying it could be the collision between Mohbad and Primeboy that caused that injury. If that injury was what caused Mohbad's death, we are using if conditional words because it's possibility. And it could still be that it was the quarrel between Wumi and Mohbad. Because don't forget, in the coroner inquest, Wumi said that at about 3:43 a.m. of Tuesday early morning, that because Baba Mohbad lawyer David Fadele put Wumi in a very tight corner. Okay, in fact, was even using words like, you get fought because of the Canadian visa, and that was when I read the Citizen. That was where I realized that okay, someone is manipulating here. Is it Wumi that was going to Canada, or Mohbad that was going to Canada? Was Wumi going to the USA? Where was Wumi going to? Karimo make that clear that Wumi was on the way. Wumi wanted to go to the USA. But when you read the Citizen, the question of the Canadian visa was asked to Wumi. But when Wumi was answering it using USA in the Citizen. Wumi agreed that Mohbad was planning in the Citizen. Wumi said Mohbad was saying that let she and the baby, go to the States, and he will stay here and confront his enemies and all of these things. And he told Mohbad that if I go there, what if you abandon me and how are we going to survive? Then Mohbad said he has made arrangements with his lawyer to take care of that. It's in the Citizen. Okay? So what I want to bring out here is that Wumi confirm. No, we have been saying this for a very long time, that there was a fight, okay, raising Canadian visa. We were saying these things like it was just like speculation. But at the end of the day, Wumi said there was no fight, but there was such conversation. And that conversation happened again in the night, which is again suspicious. What if Mohbad died, was stabbed to death? What if they had that argument, that 3:43 a.m. Tuesday morning, and he died that early morning? And don't forget, Karimo said Mohbad died in the morning. This case is all over the places. But what we don't want to do is to say that for sure,
yeah,
we know what happened.
I understand what you mean. Let's answer this question.